Hello everybody, in this episode 6 we're gonna talk about, well, DAC or DAC or DA converter and amp. So what are those exactly and what are used for, and some other answers to very frequently asked questions. Now, as a gamer and a newcomer to the audiophile territory, it's important for me to understand these terms, because otherwise, well, I'm going to encounter them here and there, and maybe I can make a wrong buying decision by actually not understanding fully certain things that are important to make a smart buying decision. So we're going to start with an amp, short for amplifier. An amplifier in the context of audio equipment is a device that increases the power of a signal. It takes the low power audio signal from a source like a smartphone, computer, or music player and amplifies it so that it can drive speakers or headphones, for example. And this process involves increasing the amplitude of the signal, allowing the audio output to reach a level that is audible and powerful enough for the listener's needs without distortion. Now, if it's not clear enough, it wasn't for me when I first read the term. I'm going to explain in more simpler words. So imagine you are listening to a whisper and it's so soft you can barely hear it. Now think of an amplifier as a magic box that can make the whisper loud enough for you to hear it clearly, even from the other side of the room. You plug your tiny whisper into one side of the box, and out of the other side comes a voice that's strong and clear, so you don't miss a word. And this magic box works with a phone, computer, or any music player to make sure that sounds from your favorite songs or games are just the right loudness for your ears without sounding all crackly or weird. Now the next one is Digital-to-Analog Converter, in short DAC. I actually read how to pronounce it. Some say just say DA converter, or some say DAC, or some say DAC. I'm just going to call it DAC because I just like how it pronounced like that. So a DAC, on the other hand, is a device that converts digital audio signals into analog signals. Digital audio is the format used by computers, CDs, and streaming services, which represents sound using binary data, basically zeros and ones. A DAC takes the digital information and converts it into an analog signal, which is necessary for playback through speakers or headphones. This conversion is crucial because in the end, what we hear as sound is always an analog wave. Now to kind of a more simple terms. So imagine you have a secret code made of only two numbers, 0 and 1, and this code tells a story. But to hear the story, you need to translate it into a language your ears can understand. A DAC is like a magical translator that takes this secret code from your computer, CD, or online video and changes it into sounds that tell the story out loud. This way, you can listen to the story through your speakers or headphones, just like we can understand story told in secret code without translating it. We can't hear digital music until the DAC turns it into sounds we can hear. Now, if you search online, you can find devices, amplifiers, standalone amplifiers and standalone DACs, and you can find also combo, one device that has both of them, both a DAC and an amp. So how they function together? In a typical audio playback chain, a digital audio source like a digital file or stream first passes through a DAC to be converted into an analog signal. This analog signal might not be powerful enough on its own to drive speakers or high impedance headphones effectively. This is where an amplifier comes in. It takes an analog signal and increases its power, enabling it to drive the playback device with sufficient volume and clarity. Many modern audio devices incorporate both a DAC and an amplifier to ensure that digital audio can be converted to analog and then amplified to a listenable level without the need for external devices. However, audiophiles and enthusiasts often prefer separate, high-quality DACs and amps to achieve the best possible sound quality, as these dedicated devices can provide superior conversion and amplification compared to the built-in components of most consumer audio products. Now, do your computer actually have DAC and amp? Well, yeah, laptops do come with built-in amplifiers. These are typically not as powerful or high quality as standalone audio amplifiers. The built-in amplifiers in laptop is part of the sound card or audio chipset, which processes the digital audio signal and then amplifies it so it can drive the laptop speakers or the headphones connected to the headphone jack. The primary purpose of this built-in amplifier is to make the audio signal strong enough to be heard clearly through the laptop speakers or through headphones. But due to the side of power constraints, it usually cannot provide the same level of performance as a dedicated external amplifier. And yeah, laptops also have DAC, which is a crucial component that converts again the digital audio signals into analog signal that can be played through speakers or headphones. This conversion is necessary because digital signals, which are represented by ones and zeros, as I explained earlier, cannot be directly used to produce sound in the physical world. The analog signals, on the other hand, can create variations in air pressure that our ears can interpret as sound. So in most laptops, the DAC is integrated into the sound card or audio chipset along with other audio processing components, such again as an amplifier, which I mentioned earlier, and the quality of the DAC can vary between different laptop models and brands, with higher-end laptops usually offer better quality DACs that can provide clearer, more accurate sound reproduction. Now, if you browse online for a kind of an Amp and DAC type of device, you're going to find that some of the gaming-specific Amp DACs are engineered to provide clear, detailed, and expansive soundscapes, which are essential for immersive gaming experiences. They often include features like virtual surround sound to help gamers pinpoint the direction of footsteps, gunfire, and other in-game sounds more accurately. Also, there's the low latency, so these devices prioritize low latency to ensure that audio syncs perfectly with on-screen action, which is critical for timing in fast-paced games. There's also customization, which many games, amps, and DACs offer customizable sound profiles, allowing users to tailor the audio experience to their preference or the specific requirements of different games. There's also microphone support. Given the importance of communication in multiplayer games, gaming apps and DACs frequently include support for microphones, offering enhancement like noise cancellation and voice clarity features. For example, let's take the Sennheiser GSX 1000, which is designed with gamers in mind. That particular DAC is a dedicated one with an amp built in, with Sennheiser binaural rendering engine, which creating a remarkable 7.1 surround sound experience. It also includes customizable audio setting for different gaming scenarios. We also have the very popular Creative Sound Blaster G6. This device combines a DAC and amp capable of 32-bit 384 kHz playback with Dolby Digital decoding, virtual 7.1 surround sound, and discrete headphone amplification. It's designed to upgrade audio from basic motherboard audio to a more immersive gaming experience. Now, why is that important? Well, generally speaking, we'll talk more about it in the next video. When it comes to buying certain headsets, some certain headset depends on their impedance and resistance. We're going to talk about this term in the next video. Require especially high impedance headphones, typically above 100 ohms, require more power to drive and thus benefit from an external amplifier. Now, a DAC with a built-in amp capable of driving high impedance headphones can be a good choice for gaming setups, ensuring clear, detailed sound. Now, I'm going to talk about it in more details, but just so you know that it is important to know about that, because if you're planning to buy a certain headset for gaming, you might need also to buy an amp, DAC, or a combo to make it work or make it sound better. We can talk more about it in the next video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.